That drip you keep ignoring at 2 a.m. is not just annoying. It is quietly costing you over 3,000 gallons of water a year and rotting the cabinet under your sink while you sleep. Today I am going to show you exactly how to fix that leaking faucet yourself. No plumber, number $200 bill, just a few tools you probably already own. Before we get into it, hit subscribe and turn on notifications, because I am breaking down the exact tool list, the hidden mistake that makes leaks worse, and the one part that fails 90% of the time, and I promise you that last part alone will save you a call-out fee. Stick around to the very end, because I am also going to show you how to tell if your leak is actually a 5-minute fix or a sign you need a whole new faucet. And getting that wrong could cost you double. Why your faucet is actually leaking. Before you touch a single tool, you need to know what is really going on under there. Most faucets leak for one of 4 reasons. Worn-out rubber washers that have hardened or cracked from years of water pressure. A damaged O-ring that seals the spout. A worn valve seat where mineral deposits build up. Or a bad cartridge in newer faucets. The good news is all 4 of these are cheap parts, usually under $15, and all 4 are fixable in under an hour with almost zero plumbing experience. Tools you need before you start. You do not need a full toolbox for this. Here is exactly what to grab. An adjustable wrench, a Phillips and flathead screwdriver, plumber's tape, sometimes called Teflon tape, a replacement O-ring or washer kit. These are sold as universal kits at any hardware store for a few dollars. A small flashlight if your cabinet is dark, and an old towel because there will be some drips even after you shut the water off. Having these laid out before you start saves you from crawling out from under the sink 5 times. Step 1, shut off the water supply. This step gets skipped more than any other, and it is the number 1 reason DIY faucet repairs turn into a flooded kitchen. Look under your sink for 2 small valves, one for hot and one for cold. Turn them clockwise until they stop. Then go to the faucet and turn the handle on to release any pressure still in the line, and let the remaining water drain into a cup or towel. If you do not have shut-off valves under the sink, you will need to shut off the main water supply to your home first. Step 2, identify your faucet type. This is a part most tutorials skip, and it is exactly why so many people give up halfway through. Not all faucets come apart the same way. Compression faucets have 2 separate handles for hot and cold. These are usually the oldest style and the most common cause of drips. Ball faucets have a single handle that moves in a full circle over a rounded ball. Cartridge faucets have a single handle that lifts and turns. This is the most common style in kitchens built after 2015. Ceramic disc faucets have a single lever and a wide cylindrical body. These rarely leak, but when they do, it is almost always the disc. Knowing which one you have tells you exactly which part is failing. So take a second and look at your handle before moving forward. Step 3, remove the handle. Most handles have a small screw hidden under a decorative cap on top. Pop that cap off with a flathead screwdriver. Unscrew the screw underneath, and the handle should lift right off. If it feels stuck, do not force it. A gentle side-to-side wiggle usually breaks the mineral buildup holding in place. Set the screw somewhere you will not lose it. A small bowl works great for this. Step 4, access and inspect the valve. Once the handle is off, you will see either a stem with a washer at the bottom, a cartridge, or a ball assembly depending on what type you identified earlier. Use your wrench to loosen the packing nut holding this in place. Then pull the stem or cartridge straight up and out. This is the moment of truth. Look closely at the rubber washer or O-ring. If it looks flat, cracked, discolored, or crumbly, you have found your leak. Step 5, replace the faulty part. Take the old washer or O-ring to the hardware store if you do not already have a matching replacement. Matching the exact size matters more than most people think. A slightly wrong size will still leak. Slide the new washer or O-ring into place, making sure it sits flush and is not twisted. If there is a screw holding the washer on at the bottom of the stem, replace that too, since it is usually included in universal repair kits. Step 6, wrap the threads. Wrap plumber's tape clockwise around any threaded connections you loosen. About 3 wraps is enough. This small step prevents future leaks at the connection points themselves, not just a washer you just replaced. Skipping this is one of the quiet reasons a fixed faucet starts dripping again a few months later. Step 7, reassemble everything. Put the stem or cartridge back in the exact same position it came out of. Tighten the packing nut back down with your wrench. Snug but not over-tightened, then reattach the handle and screw it back into place. Pop the decorative cap back on top. Step 8, turn the water back on and test. Slowly turn both shutoff valves counterclockwise to restore water flow. Turn the faucet handle on and off a few times and watch closely at the base and underneath the sink for any new drips. Let it run for a full minute. Then check again in an hour once the parts have settled under normal pressure. When a washer swap won't fix it, here is the part one promised you at the start. If after replacing a washer or O-ring your faucet is still dripping, the problem is usually the valve seat, the metal ring the washer presses against, which can corrode over time and create an uneven surface no new washer can seal against. If you see greenish or white corrosion on that seat, you're looking at either a valve seat replacement, which needs a specific seat wrench, or in older faucets, it may genuinely be more cost-effective to replace the entire faucet, especially if it is over 15 years old. Spending money on repeated small repairs for an old unit often costs more over a year than a mid-range replacement faucet installed once properly. Common mistakes that make leaks worse. Over-tightening the packing nut, which cracks stems and cartridges over time. Using the wrong size washer, because it was the only one in the drawer, skipping the plumber's tape step, and ignoring a small drip for months, since mineral deposits from that drip actually damage the valve seat further, turning a $10 fix into a $40 one. A leaking faucet is one of the most beginner-friendly plumbing repairs you can do yourself, and now you know exactly why it leaks, exactly which part is failing, and exactly how to fix it without paying for a service call. If this saved you a headache or a few dollars, do me a favor and subscribe for more home repair breakdowns like this one. Drop a comment telling me what type of faucet you have, so I can make a follow-up video on it specifically. And I will see you in the next one.